Hola, Ms. Vaz here with your instructions for today. Today you are going to work on your final assessment. So let's start with the attendance here, your video here, and for your actividad inicial, I am going to give you your points for participating on a Kahoot that we're going to play. And in that Kahoot, we're going to review the conjugations and the subject pronouns. So that will help you to refresh with the endings and all that stuff. And we're going to do the final assessment. Now, in the past, you had done your final assessment, you did it in the book. So you haven't had one of these yet. And this is one that I designed yesterday. It took me a long time, but I finally have it. So I hope it's very simple and you understand it. So as usual, you're going to put your name, and let's look at the first part. The first part is a part about vocabulary and grammar in use. So you have a picture of a schedule, and then you're going to have to answer it. So it says, you look at Susanna's class schedule, you're going to complete the comments about the classes using the model's guide. Her schedule has 8 periods. So the first one says, me gustan mis clases, mi clase favorita es la clase de matemáticas, tengo la clase en la blank hora a las 10. You are going to fill here with the ordinal numbers. Because you are filling a sentence, you only have to put the word, like here in the example, you just put the word there in lowercase. You don't have to capitalize because it's in the middle of the sentence. So you're going to have 5, 6, let's just put something there so we can move to the next one. Okay, I went ahead and put something in each line so we can move when I finish explaining. In this one, part B. This is part B of the same vocabulary and grammar part. To whom is each sentence referring to? Enter the correct subject pronoun. Subject pronoun. That means it's yo, tú, él, ustedes, ellos, ellas, etc. And type it in the answer. Find the conjugated verb. What is the conjugated verb? For example, here is the verb and it's conjugated. So when you see tengo, you see that it's first person, tengo. So you put the first person, that's your answer. The subject pronoun is the answer. So this is the word that you're going to have in mind. This is the word that you have. Necesito is the verb for this one. Estudian is the verb for this one. And then you find the subject pronoun that agrees with the ending of the verb. So it says, find the conjugated verb and or the names of the subject in the sentence for clues. So one thing that's going to give you a clue is this ending, or another one is this, the people that you have there. And you replace by a subject pronoun. We did an activity of this already. You're going to use lowercase for everything. Do not use periods in your answer except when you use usted, because you see it has an abbreviation, so it has a period right there. And comes with the capital initial. Avoid the extra spaces, don't click, and then follow this model. So hopefully you can answer those 8, 9 questions. All right, part C. Linda is talking about her classes. Complete her comments with the correct forms of the verbs estudiar, enseñar, o hablar. I went ahead and picked the verbs for you, so you have the verb that you need, and then you're just going to put, what do you need to put in this blank? So you just need to check what will go here. So for that, again, you have to check what the subject is, and then you know what is the ending is. O, as, amos, and, or what is it? And then you select the right form of the verb according to the subject. Always look at the subject. Okay? This is a sentence that starts here and then continues here. Okay, that is the part C. And the part D for vocabulary and grammar says, write a sentence describing what the people are doing. Start the sentence with a capital letter and end with a period as shown below. You see, they give you the subject pronoun, then you need to put the verb of the action that you see they're doing, what they're doing, and then you put the right ending. So that's what she is singing. Ella canta, because it's third person. Ella is third person, that's what you add the a. Ella canta. Start with the capital letter, end with a period. You're gonna look at what they are doing. These are words that you saw in the vocabulary too. So you should be familiar with these words. And they are all verbs that end in AR. Moving to the next part is communication and culture. Below you will find information about Alicia's schedule. So I put these two pictures. I try my best to fit everything here. So you know this is primera hora and this is novena hora and this is Alicia talking about her schedule. And this is the schedule. So I put these two pictures here because then you need to listen what Alicia is saying. Listen as Alicia makes several statements about her school day and her schedule. If her statement is true, choose cierto. If it is false, select falso. In the questions below, here are your questions right here. You're going to listen when she says uno and then she makes a statement. You're going to hear, and according to what you see here, you say, oh, that's true. So if it's true, you're going to choose cierto. And then you say, no, she's not saying that here. So then you're going to choose falso. Okay? If your video does not work here in the form, go back to the class plan and play it from there. I put the link there. But I put the video here so you can listen and start answering and look at the pictures and all that. Okay, I checked randomly the answers so we can continue with this part. I need to make some modifications in the instruction, I just realized, but basically what you're going to do is you're going to read what these people, I had the instruction there, but you're going to read what these people are saying. This is Luis's email and this is Victoria's email. So you're going to read and you're going to tell me, you're going to select who likes this. Le gusta pasar tiempo con amigos. Is Luis, is Victoria, is Luis y Victoria, or is neither one. So that's your options. Luis, Victoria, both of them, or neither one. Okay? That is what you have to do. That's from a Spanish magazine. They wrote an email, and you're going to read what they wrote in the email. The next part C, says, you want to write an email to your new cyber amigo in Costa Rica. Since he just told you about his classes this year, you decide to write him about your schedule too. Write about at least 3 of your classes, explain why you like or dislike each class. In your email, you might include the name of each class, a description of the class in terms of difficulty, and you can read all the direction here or the instruction. And here's what I'm going to grade on right here. And you're going to respond this in a space that I provided, a text entry box that is going to be on Canvas. On Canvas. Let's put right here. All right, now you have a text entry box. Text entry box. Back to our form. This one, in order to get to know you better, your Spanish teacher wants you to talk about how you and your friends are alike. In this one, you're going to talk about, you are going to use a discussion that I put on the class plan too. See requirement below and follow. You're familiar with recording your discussion, so here is for your speaking part. Your presentation will be graded. And here it says, right here, talk about activities you do together with your friends and activities that you do separately. For example, mis amigos y yo estudiamos, right here. Mis amigos y yo estudiamos matemáticas. Yo toco la guitarra. Mis amigos cantan. So that's how you're going to do your speaking. You can, your presentation is going to be graded on number differences, similarities, the accurate use of subject pronouns and verb forms, and the use of newly required vocabulary. And you will submit your speaking recording here. It says record your answer. This is your discussion. Record your answer for the speaking part in the comments. You're familiar with that. Just click here, click recording. Allow or record media and then record. Okay. Okay. Well, I think that's all. Let's double check. Yep. And then you click submit. So that's all. It's probably not gonna be finished today. We are gonna work together on this. I'll be here to answer your questions. It's an exam, so I ask you to please work alone. I help you, but please work alone as much as you can. Ask me the questions about your procedures. About the contents, that's probably something that you're gonna need to come up with the answers. But I will help you as much as I can. Okay. We need to see how we are doing, and that's what we need, the final assessment every time that we finish a chapter. I took this final assessment from the final assessment in the book and try to transform it in the way that we could answer it here. So let's try this. I hope it works. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll see you in class.